One success of New Rochelle's transition to a new city manager is already clear: continuity. Continuity of arrogance, continuity of disrespect, continuity of dishonesty, continuity of lack of transparency and accountability, continuity of dismissiveness of the needs and aspirations of poor people and people of color, continuity of prioritizing downtown development over human need. It's business as usual in New Rochelle. The wholesale dismissal of the board of the New Rochelle Municipal Housing Authority with no prior notice and no opportunity to respond is deeply disrespectful of the members' expertise, commitment, and years of hard work. The former city manager lied when he wrote that the city had decided to implement HUD's recommendation to disband and reappoint an all-new board of directors. HUD also only asked that the city, quote, review the appointments to the board and make changes as necessary. Disbanding an entire board without any suggestion of fraud or malfeasance is highly unusual. Why would the city choose such a rash course of action? The city manager expressed concerns about the board's inaction with regard to the 2014 recovery agreement. But in fact, under the board's leadership, the Housing Authority had resolved 31 of the 33 deficiencies listed in that agreement and has recovered from troubled to standard performer status. The two remaining issues from the 2014 agreement both concern financial management. But the city manager's office has assumed responsibility for the financial management of the Housing Authority. And when the city appointed the authority's chief financial officer, they chose someone with no prior Housing Authority experience, whose team, unsurprisingly, has failed to resolve the authority's financial problems. So it appears that the city has scapegoated the board for financial problems that the city's own team has failed to resolve. Why would the city manager shift the blame this way? Maybe it has something to do with the work the board's led over the past several years to redevelop the Bracey complex, to provide home ownership opportunities and other benefits for the project's residents. The Housing Authority Board was going to vote on this innovative plan this month. Is it possible that this proposal, which would have empowered and expanded the black and brown community of Bracey, was in conflict with the city's downtown development strategy? Yes. Sadly, this seems a much more likely explanation for the city's move than the weak excuses offered by the city manager. Once again, the city has brushed aside the interests of its black and brown residents, treating them like inconvenient flies in the downtown cream. The City Council should demand the reinstatement of the Housing Authority Board and a public apology. I've recently come to think of these monthly council sessions as citizens to be ignored. But while the city's leadership seems to consistently turn a deaf ear to the comments of the community, it's still important for citizens to be heard by our fellow citizens so that we can discuss how New Rochelle has become a city of the developers, by the developers, and for the developers, and we can mobilize politically to take our city back.
Thank you, sir.